Well, that's Christmas out of the way. I think it's time for a little bit of a New Year moan now, if you don't mind. And I'm going to moan yet again about the BBC. Now, Boris made some apposite comments before Christmas, like how can we possibly justify, when there's 100 different channels to choose from for free or by subscription, a state system. So I'm going to take a moral view. I'm not going to talk about whether the BBC is biased, because that's waste of time, because we all know it is, because they've admitted it. We know that under their original charter, which is nearly 100 years ago now, that it was to inform and entertain. Well, it doesn't entertain now unless you count lots and lots of repeats and bastardised Charles Dickens, which they used to do so well only 20 years ago, which is very sad, and Shakespeare, but they've made right horlicks of that as well. They don't inform because there's no climate scepticism, is there, on BBC? They sacked Dr. Bellamy, poor lad. They got rid of him because he was a climate sceptic, and Johnny Ball, and they brought in instead political eco-greeny activists. So the BBC is a complete shambles, and most people are completely fed up with it. But we have to take this moral dynamic. Is it right in a modern and free society? Is it right that the state or the state-sponsored broadcasting company can send goons round to knock on your door to drag you off to pokey if you don't pay 150 quid a year for a TV channel that you don't want and probably never watch? And it's worthy of the Soviet Union. Utterly extraordinary. So it's got to stop, it's got to go. Don't just decriminalise not paying. Get rid of it. Let's have subscription for let those who want the BBC, those pitifully few who want the BBC, let them pay for it. I don't want to pay for it. You don't want to pay for it. If you want to watch it, let's go on to a completely different system, like Netflix or whatever it happens to be. That's the way forward, not compulsion.